welcome to LCM Kids Online. I'm so glad to see you guys this week because there was no video lesson last week, but I hope you kids went through with the lesson plan on the unforgiving servant anyway. I love that parable a lot and it taught me a lot of important lessons about forgiveness and love. Now for this week, we will continue with the stories of Jesus, and today's story is a particularly short one. But before I go to that, let's do a little activity. Now for this activity, you don't really need to move much, okay? All I need you to do is to get a piece of drawing paper and some color pencils or markers that you have, okay? Make sure you have a variety of colors. Now the activity that we're doing today is called Hear Me Draw. Sounds funny, right? Well, basically, I'll be testing two skills of yours. One is your listening skills and one is your drawing skills. What happens is, I will give you an instruction to draw something and you have to draw it out on your piece of paper in front of you. Are you ready? Listen very carefully, okay? Now the first thing I want you to draw is a big black triangle right in the center of your paper. A big one. Next, I want you to draw a black line down the middle of your triangle. So you're going to split your triangle into two by drawing a black line right between. Now, in the left side of your triangle, I want you to draw a blue circle with a happy face on it. Got that one? Okay. Now, in the right side of your triangle, I want you to draw a blue circle with an angry face in it. Okay, so now we're going to move outside your triangle. Okay. On the left side of your triangle, draw a green tree outside the triangle. Okay, now on to the next one. On the right side of your triangle, outside it, draw a red flower. Okay, almost done. Now, right below your triangle, I want you to draw a yellow circle with a sad face in it. I repeat, below your triangle, I want you to draw a yellow circle with a sad face on it. Got that one done? Okay, now for the very last instruction, I want you to turn to the back of your paper and write your name on it. Okay, so that you know that this is your own Hear Me Draw masterpiece. Right, so now once you've done writing your name, it's time to reveal the answer to whether you have listened correctly to my instructions on what to draw on your paper. Are you ready to see? Alright, here we go. So does yours look like that? Basically, there's a big black triangle with a black line right in the middle, splitting it into half. And on the left side in the triangle is a blue happy face. And on the right side in the triangle is an angry face. And outside the triangle on the left is a green tree. And outside the triangle on the right is a red flower. And right under the triangle is a yellow, sad face. And what's the final instruction? Turn to the back of the paper and fill in your name. Now, maybe the sizes of your shapes may be a little bit different, or the shade of your color might be different from mine, but it doesn't matter as long as you get the position right. You did a really great job. Okay? Now, for today's story, it's very similar to what we have done here today. And the story is about obeying. Obeying means to follow the instructions that are given to you, just like what you've done when you listened to what I said and drew out what I asked you to, right? Now, Jesus was particularly telling us this story to teach us about what truly pleases God, what makes God happy. Now, I have made the story a little easier for you to understand by changing the setting a little bit and the characters a little bit, so I hope you like the story. Now, today's story is about two sons. But before I go to the story today, I will need your help to prepare a very easy little prop that we need for an activity later. Okay, so it's really easy. All you need is a piece of paper circle and a marker that you can use to draw on. Okay, so what I need you to do is, on one side of the circle, I want you to draw a smiling face, and on the other side of the circle, I want you to draw a frowning face. Okay, alright, let's draw. Okay, so I'm done with my two sides. I have a smiling face on one side and a frowning face on the other side. So these two faces will represent the two different sons in the story that I'm going to talk about later. But for now, I want you to put it aside. We'll use that later. So I'm going to go into my story now, and my story is called the two sons. Okay, today I'm gonna bring back something that I've used before. It is my shoebox theater. Now I'm gonna be borrowing your listening ears for this story. Okay, so here goes. Now once there was a father, and this father had two sons. One of them was named Tom, and the other was named Jim. One day, the father walked into Tom's room. The father said, "Tom, I need your help. I have been so busy with work. I have no time to clean up the living room, and the floor is quite dirty. Could you help me do the cleanup because I need to rush to work now?" Tom looked frustrated and said, Dad, can you please not ask me to do it? I want to watch a movie and just relax. The father left the room and went to look for Jim. Now, Jim was in the living room playing games on his phone. The father asked, "Jim, the living room is in a mess and the floor is dirty. Could you help me clean up because I have to rush off to work now?" Jim immediately said, "Sure, Dad. I will clean everything up for you." The father was very happy to hear this, and he went off to work. Now, after the father left for work, even though Tom rejected his father just now, he thought about what his father has said. I can still watch my movie after I clean up for Dad. He must be really tired after work. Okay, fine. I will go clean the living room first. So, Tom went down and he did some chores. He swept the dirt off the floor and mopped everything clean. When the father came home, Tom was just gonna take out the trash bag. "Oh, Tom, you cleaned everything up?" "Yeah, Dad, I cleaned everything for you." Where is Jim?" I don't know, didn't see him." Well, kids, do you know where Jim was? He is actually still in the living room playing with his phone. He did nothing else. Now, children, which one of the sons pleased the father? Was it Tom, the one who said no but helped to clean anyway? Or is it Jim, the one who said yes but ended up slacking away? Okay, so now that I have finished telling you the story using the shoebox theater, I'm gonna ask you some questions to review this parable, okay? Can I get you to take out your two-sided face that we did earlier? Right, so what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna ask you some questions, and if you think that it's true, okay, it really did happen, then you show me the smiling face. But if you think that the answer is not true, it's false, then you show me the frowning face. Okay? Alright, so here comes the first question. The father has two sons. Is it true or false? Yes, that's a pretty easy question, right? The answer is true. The father has two sons. Good job raising the smiling face. Alright, on to the next question. Now, the father's two sons' names are Tom and Tim. Is it true or false? Are they called Tom and Tim? Aha! The answer is false. What are the two names of the son? Tom and Jim, not Tim. Okay, it sounds almost the same, but it's different. Did I get you on that one? Okay, now on to the third question. Only one of the sons did what the father asked them to do. Is it true or false? Yes, the answer is true. Only one of the sons helped the father to clean up the living room in the end, right? Okay, next. The father is pleased and happy with both of his sons at the end of the day. True or false? No, because one of the sons did not obey the father and ended up playing games on his phone the whole day. I don't think that pleased the father, did he? But even though the first son said no at first, but he went on to help the father anyway. So that pleased the father a lot. Well done trying to answer the questions with me, kids. Now, Jesus also told this very similar story about a father who asked his two sons to go to the vineyard to work. But one of the sons, just like Tom, said, "No, I don't want to go." But later on, he went to work in the vineyard. But the second son said, "Yeah, okay, I will go and work in the vineyard for you later, okay?" But did he go? No, he didn't go in the end. So, which one pleased the father more? Yeah, the one that said no, but in the end, he did it anyway, right? He obeyed his father. Now, Jesus is telling us that obeying him and obedience is not about just what we say. Jesus wants us to answer yes when he asks us to love one another, but he really wants us to truly care for the people around us. Jesus wants us to say yes when he says follow me, but he really wants us to be close to him, pray to him, learn about his word, and really follow his ways. And importantly, just like the first son who said no, Jesus is trying to tell us that sometimes we can be weak. We may also say, oh God, I don't want to do this. I'm so lazy. I don't want to go to church. I don't want to pray today. I just want to sleep. Or no, I don't want to forgive my sibling. He's making me so angry. I don't want to forgive him. But Jesus is like the Father that will give us a chance time and time again so that we can obey him, turn to him, change our hearts, and feel the joy of following our Father's will to do the right thing. Jesus doesn't care about how good we are, but he cares about a changed heart that follows after him. These are the people that will enter and enjoy God's heavenly kingdom. So, which son do you want to be, children? I hope that we can all pray to be like the first son, sometimes saying no, being weak, but in our hearts, we still want to follow God. Now let us go to the Bible verse of the week. I'm going to read it in small parts and you will repeat it after me, okay? So this week's Bible verse comes from Matthew 7, verse 24. Are you ready? Okay, let's read it. Therefore, everyone who hears these words of mine and puts them into practice is like a wise man who built his house on a rock. Now children, when we have listened to God's word and followed his way in all things that we do, like loving people, forgiving people, sharing about God to other people, we are building our faith on a strong rock that will never fail us and we can always rely on. God is most pleased with us when we are close to him and obey him. And we are most pleased when we follow our Father God and enjoy the blessings of joy, peace, love, and hope from his guidance. Have a blessed week, kids. I will see you next lesson. Bye!